Hi, this is Greg with resourcesforlife.com, and I have a previous video posted showing the apartment, and I just wanted to provide this update. It's October 5th, a Monday, and we've just had some flooring put in. I wanted to show you this wood flooring that just went in, and it really kind of allows for a little more perspective on the size of this room. Now I'm over in the kitchen area, and that is a view there looking kind of south and east into the living room. This is all tongue and groove wood laminate flooring that was put in. I'm going to come back this way. It creates a little bit of a larger space in here. If you've seen the previous video, I think you might agree that the carpeting sort of darkened up the room and just has a way of, obviously the acoustics have changed. My voice is a little bit sharper, brighter with the wood floor and the walls the way they are. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and zoom back here and you can see the kitchen. I had a number of people who viewed the video of the apartment, and I thought this follow-up would be nice to offer. So right along in here where I'm pointing is where the gray carpet had ended. There was kind of a curving area here going into the kitchen where there was linoleum. So this has all been completely refinished. Some of the problems I've noticed with carpeting in homes or apartments or wherever is that inevitably it does wear down. It produces, I think unavoidably, fiber, kind of dust and fiber in the air from the carpet, constantly letting go of some of the fiber that was in the carpet. I'm going to show you the bedroom here. There's the passageway into the bedroom, and right now we have those small coffee tables in the bedroom, but plenty of light coming in here in this. This is a south and east corner room. But I really like the effect of wood floors. They're easier to clean, and again, if you're into acoustics, I think that carpets tend to absorb a little bit too much sound and absorb a little bit too much light, and so they can kind of darken up a room, make it a little more gloomy. So by having a more reflective surface such as the wood flooring, it's a little bit brighter in here. And this, of course, this is the entryway coming in, and then as you turn right and head south, you can see there's quite a bit of light here, even in the afternoon, reflective light coming in through the windows, which are pretty high. I noticed there are a few apartments in the downtown Iowa City area that offer this kind of high windows, and I really do appreciate that, being able to actually be, even let's say sleeping on the floor, you can look up and see the stars or see the moon or whatever, and then allows an additional amount of light in. And I think it's probably safe to say that the amount of light that comes into a room or a building or apartment or whatever home, let's say your window is twice the size in height. I haven't done the math, but to me it seems like just being twice the size doesn't let in twice as much light. It lets in like 3 times as much light or 4 times as much light. It's as if you have a skylight. There's just a lot more angle, because if you think about it this way, a window that's, let's say, 3 feet high is going to give you a certain perspective looking outside, right? But a large part of what you're looking at outside is ground or buildings or your neighbor, right? So that's not really giving you a lot of light. So the only little amount of light that you're getting is just that little bit as you're looking up to the sky, which isn't much, unless you're on, let's say, the 7th floor of a building. So by going with taller windows, it really does give you, as I say, I think more than, let's say, a window that's twice as high gives you more than twice the light. It's giving you like 300% more light. Anyway, so that's the basic update on how things are going at the apartment. Just wanted to kind of provide that. And I would say it did go pretty quickly here. I did not do the work on the flooring, but the people who came in to do that, it was a crew of 3 guys, and they had basically a saw set up. They trimmed these boards, which were about this wide, maybe about 6 inches wide and 3 feet long, with tongue and groove. And really just not too thick really. The boards were pretty thin, but they just cut it and slipped those together, and it really seems to be looking pretty good, and I'm hopeful that it'll maintain well and clean up well. It seems pretty sturdy. They put down a very thin, kind of dense foam surface to lay the wood on top of, and one of the guys I was talking to, he said that that's to keep the wood from squeaking. They prepare the surface in that way to make sure that all that wood that gets laid down is kind of on the same level and also has a little bit of give to it, so the wood doesn't squeak as much. So I guess that's basically it, and thanks to everybody who's written in and commented about the apartment. Take care.